She doesn't realize that she's being used as a dragon. This should be your moment. Why is it not your moment? Why is it about Blake Lively, you know?
Salma Hayek just dropped a brutal body defense. She told the truth. She admitted that Blake's team had contacted her for help, that the dinner had been planned, that she had been asked, gently but clearly, to say some kind things publicly, maybe about Blake's strength, or how she's a great mom, or even plug her hair
harassment.
Then came the infamous dinner. Just days after the harassment accusations against Justin Baldoni hit the press, Salma Hayek and Blake Lively were suddenly spotted at a very public dinner in New York City.
Her bestie were spotted out to a very public dinner together in New York.
The image was already bruised. The accusations were out. The media frenzy had started. And behind the scenes, Justin Baldoni's legal team was moving fast. One name kept popping up in the tabloids and in legal discussions: Salma Hayek. Her now infamous dinner with Blake on February. She didn't like being dragged into a scandal that had nothing to do with her, especially not one that involved Taylor Swift. Because here's another layer to this mess. Taylor Swift allegedly spoke to Salma privately. And what did she say? That she was done with Blake, that she felt betrayed.
With Blake Lively, it's like, this should be your moment.
Yet somehow, none of that mattered once those dinner photos dropped. The media barely mentioned Salma's cover. All attention turned to Blake and the narrative that she's still loved. It was subtle, but devastating.
Why is it not your moment?
Refer to Blake as a close friend in interviews, preferably ones linked to her Sports Illustrated cover tour. Salma didn't agree. She didn't say yes, but she didn't push back either. At least, not then. She just went to dinner, played nice, and watched how it played out. Specifically, Julia Patterson, Blake's branding lead from WME's Celebrity Strategy Division. The approach was friendly, almost casual. Just a quick dinner, just two friends catching up. But once it was locked in, the tone changed. Salma was sent a support list. Not Salma still supports Blake. Lively leans on old friends. Sisterhood strong in Hollywood. But Justin Baldoni's team wasn't buying it. The timing was too perfect, the coverage too clean. So, they did what any smart legal team would do. They be good for Blake. And when someone like Salma says that, you know it means something real is about to drop. So now the narrative has completely flipped. What was once seen as support now looks like exposure. What looked like loyalty now reads like damage control gone wrong. Blake, that she had been threatened, that Blake's team wanted her to post statements during Super Bowl week supporting Blake, and that when she didn't, they threatened to leak private texts spanning nearly a decade. According to Salma, Taylor was done. She told her bluntly, "Blake is manipulating everyone.